Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Plapper Platypus's name, and welcome to my first Echoes of Mana video. First, really quick, just want to get out of the way. I know that the actual video quality is not the super highest. I've got some sort of error where I'm unable to get my save state from my phone into BlueStacks, but I am working on it, and then I will be in BlueStacks in the future, so it should look a lot more crisp and things like that. Anyway, today we're going to talk about the very first event. And I don't even know if you guys noticed it. I haven't seen anyone talk about it, but I may just be late to the party. I may have missed it basically, but there's quite a few things I want to say about this. I'll try to keep it brief. I actually recorded this video once. It was 10 minutes long and I accidentally deleted it by mistake. So hopefully this one will just be also a little bit more, a little bit shorter to keep it a little bit more on point. Anyway, so the first event coming out is called the Trail to the Toughest. You know what? Visually, I do like that design. I assume this is the character we're gonna get. We'll get into that in a second. Looks like a wind spear user. Excited for that. Also, I like that the T. You know, the T is used for two different words. That's kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of a Tales of title almost. But anyway, thank you for playing Echoes of Mana. You're welcome. Our first scenario event, Trail to the Toughest, begins at 6 on 4/29, 6 UTC. Go ahead and convert that into your own time. It's almost exactly 2 days as of recording, probably about 1 day, 1.5 days from when this video goes live. So it's coming, it's right around the corner. 4/29. I am very excited because I honestly felt this game needed an event. Not that there's not a lot of stuff to do, but just having an event goes on feels good. You know, events are really fun in gachas, and so having something like that, it might even put too much on our plate, who knows, but we'll see exactly how they structure it. But I'm personally very excited, and it's right around the corner. So it is going to be about a month long, a couple extra days it looks like, but April 29th to May 31st. So that's pretty nice, you know, nice long event. This is probably a quote unquote big event. A lot of gachas will have month-long events that tend to be bigger. They will tend to add content over time. At least they did in Dragon Quest Tact, which is going to be most of my comparisons, as it's my most experienced gacha game. But it's also the first event, so it's definitely going to be on the lighter side compared to things we'll get into the future, I think. But still, clear event quests in Trail to the Toughest to get event points, and that you can use to trade for rewards at the EP Trader. So a couple things about this line right here. I got something to say about every line in this whole thing. I do like that there's going to be an event trader. I love being able to get a limited time currency, to spend this limited time of currency on limited time things. It feels just good. You know, you're kind of excited to log in every day because you know you're going to get some of this currency, and this currency can only be used for a short amount of time. So you're just kind of excited, you know, to grind this stuff out. At least I am. It gives you a reason to log on every day as opposed to just making overall story progress. You know, this limited time stuff definitely, if it's not fun, it could feel like a chore, but as long as it's fun, it's exciting. So hopefully it's fun. But one thing I don't like about this, EP and high level EP, this sounds to me, this is speculation, a lot of speculation going on. I'm just going on their wording here, is that EP and high level EP to me sounds like there's two different currencies, that there's going to be a currency for most players, and then there's going to be a, you know, whatever the high level event points for the hardest version of the content. So there'll be a shop that has like bronze coins and gold coin things, right? So you need to get a certain amount of bronze coins to buy this stuff, and you need gold coins to buy this stuff. The way Tact did it is there is one currency, harder content give you more currency. I like that way more, because having things locked behind a harder to get currency means for free to play players that are not playing from day one, it means that they may not be able to grind the lower level stuff to then get the higher level stuff, you know? Like if there's, even if it's I don't know, like some stamina potions or something. And it's like, okay, you have to use high level to get this stuff. It sucks that you won't be able to use it, realistically, it'll be like characters you use to get dupes with, right? It'll probably be like awakening, things like that. It means if someone really wants it, they may not be able to grind their EP because they can't have access. So it's kind of like gatekeeping for a power level. I don't really like that. I like people being, I would just rather it be more expensive, you know, and then you grind a lot more. That way lower level players can still get it. Not a huge deal, but we'll see. Again, it depends how it's implemented, but it's not personally the way I would like it to go. Quick note up here. It says, be sure to upgrade your allies and memory gems in time for the event. You don't want to miss Now, this might just be marketing speech. You know, they're saying like, hey, make sure to get all your guys, you know, play the game. But also to me, the wording of this does make it feel like this is going to be a bit harder of an event. Obviously, it'll be the easiest event hardest and easiest event we've ever had in the game is the first, but also it's likely going to be the easiest event the game ever has, but it's also coming out 2 or 3 days after release, right? So we're all weak. We don't have max level characters. We don't have level 90s, right? Like I'm at like level 50 something, and I know people in my chat on Twitch or whatever, like I'm at 30s and people are lower than that at like 20s. And so if they're expecting us to have 70s or 80s, I'd be surprised, but this is worded to me in a way that sounds like this is going to be hard for where we're at in the game. Maybe not incredibly hard though. But that might just be reading too much into it. Who knows? You can avoid event points in these event quests. This is a big one right here. Big. Searing, Stage, Hard, and Very Hard are co-op quests where you can team up with other players, rally your allies for a boss beatdown, and rewards to boot. So this is very, very cool. So right now, where I'm at on my account and in the game, I think that currently there's basically no reason to do co-op, and co-op is both fun, so you can play for fun. So it's both fun and it works, you know. I haven't really had connectivity issues or anything like that. It's just worked for me. The issue is I'm like on chapter 5 right now. The only thing I could do in co-op is the gear dungeons, and I think if you're asking me, I think gear dungeons are the absolute worst way to spend your stamina on the second and third day of a game being out. It just, equipment comes and goes, right? You're getting 2-star stuff from spending your stamina. My battery's at 15%. We got plenty of time. That you're going to be getting 2-star shit. You're going to be just going through the story getting 3-star shit and throwing this stuff away anyway. And even if you get like 4-star great stuff, it's still gonna have random stats on it, and you're still gonna replace it in the future, probably not even too long. So just don't spend your stamina on this, please. Even unless you want to have fun, but it's still not a wise use of resources because this is not free to play co-op. You do need to spend stamina to do it, unless I'm mistaken, but I'm pretty sure you do need to spend. I kind of wish there was a separate co-op stamina to re-encourage that, like maybe 3 times a day, but then you could also play it for free just to help your friends out. I don't know. I kind of hope they address that a little bit, but basically, there's no good reason to do co-op right now outside of fun. Just invest your stamina in permanently increasing your characters in your account forever, right? I know you get equipment and you get it forever, whatever, but just work on the mana boards, all right? Get your 3 characters as powerful as you can. You want to clear the event coming up. You don't want to get to grind 300 stamina to get like a 5% improvement on some gear, right? Like you're going to get gear just by playing anyway. And it may not be the best gear, but it's going to be good enough to get you in. Anyway, so kind of loop back. Why I like this is that this has just given us a very good, efficient, and fun way to play multiplayer, which we haven't really had yet. I like that one, they're pushing co-op out there right away. It shows that it's not an afterthought. This is definitely a core mechanic of the game. They want you to play co-op with other people, which I really like because again, I find co-op fun and I think it just works and it's cool. It's good for community building like that. You know, it's just good for everybody to have this kind of connection with other players where not everyone's like in their own instance where no one feels like they're connected, right? Everyone's just playing a single player game. So I'm very excited to have co-op stages that I want to play and that I'm rewarded for playing instead of feeling like I'm wasting my stamina. So very, very good here. Very excited to see that that's being thrown in there. Your party settings for co-op, blah, 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 blah. Clear event bingo missions. Don't miss the event exclusive bingo missions while they last. So before we get into the next line, this is something that's a small point, but like I said, I have something to say about every line here, which is why the video is already getting me longer this time. Bingo missions, they're very cool. Now, there's no real difference between bingo missions, which is, you know, you have the 3x3 board, and as you complete things, you complete a bingo and you get rewards, right? There's not inherently a difference between having that system versus having a list where you just have like you do for the dailies, right? They could just do the dailies for things like this. But in a gacha game, presentation is like a huge aspect of it. It might even be the majority is presentation is important, right? Whales don't want just to get units because the numbers are big, right? They want to get things that look cool. They want other people to look at things and say, wow, that looks cool. So a lot of it is about impressing others, or a lot of it but really I think that even boils down to presentation and how things look, the design of things. And the bingo missions are wonderful dopamine releases. They look good, they feel exciting to complete. Like, oh, it's not just completing the next thing in the list. It's like, oh, if I get this square, I'm gonna get three bingo, and then I'm gonna get all these rewards, and then the bingo thing's complete. Like, it feels good. It's more motivating. So that's just more like, I really like a lot of the decisions they're making in this game. I really like, and this is a very, very minor one, but it's one that I did feel like was worth pointing out. I really enjoy the bingo missions. They feel good. Dopamine. It's important to have that kind of stuff to make you excited to do missions, not just necessarily checking off things on a list because, like, all right, I got to get this done. I got to get this done. Now, clear these bingo missions to get a 3-star Randy and the fervor of fearlessness. I don't read very goodly, okay? And a 3-star memory gem victory high five. The memory gem, I think, is a little less exciting, but it's still cool because memory gems are very important. But what's really, really cool, this is actually twofold as well, is the 3-star Randy. We get a free unit. We just get a free 3-star unit by playing this event. And you can only, you might be able to get it later. You might be able to get it in polls later. You might be able to get it in this event if it returns later. But as of now, it seems like this is going to be an event exclusive unit. And everyone's going to be able to get them for free just by playing, which is awesome. Right now, the only way to get characters that I've seen is the poll, or to get really, really high in the tower where you get like a really cool 4-star guy. But this is like saying, like, hey, if you're free to play and you didn't re-roll your account to get good stuff, maybe you're not loaded with 4 stars, right? Because even though there might be 200 people in the Discord that all did that, there could be 100,000 people playing this game, and 80,000 of those, people may never do that kind of re-roll and stuff because they're just playing it because they like Secret of Mana. They see what they got and keep playing, So this is giving everyone a 3-star unit, which isn't the best, but it's good. And it feels good. It's something that's really fun to grind. It's something, you get a new unit, you get to see it that the developers know that you have access to this in your toolkit, so they know that they could plan around accounts having this for the time being. And it's fun and exciting. But even more, you can see down here, the 3-star blah 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 spirit icon is tradable at the trader, can only be used for the 3-star Randy. Right here in this, I can't even tap, but you see it. It's like in this little subtext, the second one down. That means this is a little bit of speculation for sure, but it sounds like that's what they're saying is that these are going to be the things that let you awaken the unit, right? Or get like the +1 to +6. It sounds like you're going to be able to max out this unit for free as a free-to-play player. That's what it sounds like to me. Now, you may not be able to get all of the coins or whatever without being, going into the high-level stuff. Maybe you only get the unit in like +4, and the other 2 are more like whale-specific things. I hope not, but it might be that direction. But what this is telling me is I can log in every day, and I can grind, and I can get a character, and then I can like max this character out. It means, especially, this is early on in the game, right? We're on day 1 or day 2, depending on when you're watching this. This means that this character can easily, for a free-to-play player or a budget character, or even whales at this point, this early in the game, this could become one of your strongest characters on the entire account for, honestly, probably for months until you get everything else ranked up, right? And then you have a lot more Nat 4 stars that are going to be, ranked up to 5 and 6 and a lot better equipment, things like that. He may get outclassed, who knows? But at this point in the game, getting a free 3-star unit and probably a memory gem that goes with them very well, that you might also be able to max out. It doesn't say anything about that, but it's something that we'll probably be able to level up a little bit. This is very, very cool. This is something that I was really afraid the game wouldn't have. Because I was nervous, I went in, I was like, all right, so I could pull for units. Can I get any other units anywhere else? It's like, no, you can get currency to upgrade their mana boards. You can get them experience. You can get them new weapons. You can get them new, gear. You're getting free memory gem things, the memories from completing story things, which is cool. You're getting free things like that, but I wasn't getting any characters anywhere. And I didn't see anywhere outside of one character on side of the super, super high end, currently whale exclusive, eventually everyone exclusive fire mage guy from the tower. And so that felt kind of like, I was like a little nervous about it. It's not a huge deal, but now that an event's coming out, we get a grinded character, which I think is very important. 3 characters in a game, especially if they're like, so my favorite thing in a gacha game period is using free characters or underused characters that aren't gotcha super S tier units. Like if you can make a team of free to play units that is like a B tier team, you know, maybe not S tier that's able to just stomp the game without paying attention, and maybe not A tier where you can beat all the content, but something that's like B tier where it's like if you work really hard and you're skilled, you could clear most, if not all the content. But you're still obviously far inferior to the spending units. I love that. I love collecting these weaker units that are free, maxing them out, and really using their full potential of what the game gives us. It basically hands to us. I love it a lot. I have a lot of fun maxing these units out. So very excited for this event. You could use your event points to trade in for the event point trader, blah, 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 blah. So that's all we have. Honestly, we don't even really have that much information, which you may think is ridiculous because I've been talking for 15 minutes. But I'm very, very positive on this. This event sounds awesome. There's not only is there going to be, right? There's going to be free stuff, free new currency that we're going to get daily just by doing stuff we want to do, which is playing the game. We're going to be able to use this to get exclusive event things, hopefully things like stamina potions, hopefully things like ways to rank up our characters, you know, a store where we don't need to spend, you know, money or gold. We just spend our stamina essentially to get things from the store. Then we're also going to have a reason to do fun co-op missions finally, and we're going to have a free brand new character that we get to potentially just max out for free. Very, very, very cool. Super excited. It should just be like a really, really fun event. Now, we don't see how everything's structured. It could be totally shit, but I would be surprised, honestly. I'm just excited. I think you should be excited. But I don't really have anything else to say. But I did have something for there being about one paragraph worth of text here. I felt like I had something to say on literally every line. I didn't necessarily plan that. But as I was reading it, I just had a thought about everything. I was like, you know what? I got to make a video talking about this. But anyway, if you guys like the video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. And honestly, if you don't want to do, if you only choose one of those things, like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment. That's by far the best part. I have a job. I don't really care about the subscribers that much. I don't really care about the likes literally at all. Comments is the reason I make YouTube videos, is to talk about things I like and for other people to hopefully enjoy the video. I like entertaining, but also hopefully they get to talk about something they like back, and we're talking, you know, the communication is really the fun part for me. It's definitely the best part of making YouTube videos, and it's why I do a lot of live streaming as opposed to YouTube videos, I think, anyway. But yeah, sorry if I didn't keep my microphone here all the time. My thing's gotten really sensitive recently. I'll do better at that. But yeah, drop in the Discord if you want to do that. Otherwise, guys, per platypus is per platypus. I will see you next time. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you hated it, that's cool too. Peace.